Hi, hello, welcome to GameSpot Daily, the news show where we break down the top stories in the world of games in 30 minutes or less. I am one of your hosts, Michael Hyam. Callie Plaguey is busy. She's not here right now, but my good friend from Canada, Matt Paget.
Hey, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. I
I
got
don't know.
excited. I heard my name and I heard Canada, and I'm just like, I need to say something now.
Hi,
Hey, man, how's it going?
what's up, dog? Hey, it's good to have you here, man.
Yeah, thank you. I'm stoked to be here. If people don't know, I usually work at home in Canada, and I am a very lonely person. I don't see anyone all day.
Damn, tell us how you really feel.
I'm doing it right now, man. I'm glad to be here. Glad to see your faces. It's a privilege and a pleasure.
Yeah, we have all the international folk here in our San Francisco office as we prep for E3 to head down to LA, which is why you see so many different faces here on the show and on our streams. It's good to see everyone, have everyone bond, and go out for late nights getting turned up. There's a lot of work to do, though. Oh my God, we paying the price. It's only Thursday, and E3 hasn't even started, and I'm already feeling the heat because there's so many news stories still rolling through before E3 kicks off. I know you're here for the headline story because Hitman 2 is on the way. Oh boy, this is news breaking today. Let's check it out.
Yeah, so Hitman 2's release date was revealed.
Yes, what is it?
It is November 13th on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Ooh, snap. Yes, Hitman 1, the reboot of Hitman in 2016, some may say, was the greatest game of 2016. But yes, now we have a release date. I know leading up to this, kind of WB and the official Hitman Twitter account was kind of teasing something. It said target incoming, and there was people thinking like, oh, it's Hitman Season 2. And now it is. We got it.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed because it looked like an alien.
Okay.
Like a target incoming, you're going to start assassinating aliens.
That would be tight. That's what some people was thinking.
Yeah. So, but it turned out that it's actually like a racetrack is like the
Oh yeah, we saw
at
that
least
too.
the big first level.
That seems like there could be a lot of crazy variables in that type of level for Hitman. But yeah, there's been a lot of press talk or a lot of press releases talking about Hitman and quote unquote this is something that they've been saying. You want to pull up? Do we have any? We have an official reveal trailer.
Yeah, we got this official trailer.
Yeah, play that for our folks
looks,
watching.
Pretty dang good. This is more like just like a CG thing.
Yeah. Okay, we got a quote. Building on the success of our previous game, Hitman 2 introduces exciting new features, new modes, and franchise firsts to make for a larger and richer game. Oh man, that first game was already large and rich. A standalone mode called Sniper Assassin was revealed. So Sniper Assassin is a standalone co-op mode and the first in the series. So we can you can team up with your homies. Like, okay, when they said co-op, I was like, oh my God. Co-op missions for Hitman, but it turns out that it's a sniper assassin mode, and 2 players can take down targets with sniper rifles through, though you can also play it by yourself. And people who pre-order Hitman 2, the standard, gold, or collector's edition, can play sniper assassin right now.
Yeah, it's kind of like the back in when Hitman Absolution was coming out, they did the Sniper Challenge that came out like with pre-orders.
Mm-hmm.
A little disappointed when it was like first time in the series co-op mode. I was like, oh damn, dude, like this is gonna get real. Like this is gonna be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like we always try to find co-op games in the office to play. This is a little less than what we wanted.
But it's all good. You know, the fact that we have Hitman 2, we're going to show a little bit of the sniper assassin reveal stuff right here for y'all. And but I mean, yeah, the thing about when we talk about Hitman 2016, I'm like, man, this game was dope as hell. But the thing was like, imagine if you had another player and all the crazy stuff you can do, because also I played like Splinter Cell Chaos Theory co-op, and that's not exactly the same game, but it's the same type of approach when you play that type of game. And I had so much fun with that, and then since then, I haven't really had something come across to tap into that type of co-op experience. So a little disappointed here that's the co-op reveal. Sorry, but Hitman 2, I'm sure, will be a game I will spend a lot of time with. Man, so there's a lot of different things going on. There's a vibrant Miami setting with colorful ambiance of an in-progress motorsport race that we saw earlier. And Hitman is known for its lavish locations where you do some bad shit. Yeah, and that's the motorsport race is bringing a new backdrop to the series where I think like a lot more stuff is going to be going on. So there's going to be a lot more things to tinker with, I suppose. And especially if they say like, oh, we're bringing some new shit to the series. Oh man, I wonder what kind of things we can mess with. If I'm thinking like if I'm Agent 47, I'm gonna hop into an F1 car, like fake a crash, and that's how I'm gonna assassinate some fools. Man, my imagination is running wild. But don't tell the cops that I'm thinking about assassinating fools in Hitman 2.
Yeah, absolutely. I honestly, it's exciting. You know, the series was in such a weird spot for a while that, like, Square Enix said, yeah, we're not doing Hitman anymore, and then it was like, what's going to happen? And like, you remember all that, like them going independent. Now they're making new Hitman.
Yeah.
They've got Warner Brothers as a new partner. It's really exciting, and I mean, it was kind of, we were questioning, are we going to get a season 2? Are we going to get a whole new game? What's going to happen? And
we get a new game. That's basically season 2.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, one cool thing, like I'm not huge on pre-orders or anything like that, but you do get 4 days early access when you pre-order the Gold or Collector's Edition.
Okay, cool.
So it's like, you know, the trend that publishers are doing these days. Hey, give us money before you find out the quality, and we'll let you play early. So you can potentially get disappointed early. But I've got, you know what, IO Interactive know what they're doing. I have confidence.
I have trust in them.
Yeah, exactly.
And if it's anything close to the 2016 Hitman, we should be in for a wild ride on November 13th. Again, release date has been announced for Hitman 2, November 13th of this year for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So you Hitman fans, you better get ready. All right. We have another story about a release date. This one is a little different. It's for Days Gone on PS4. It's an exclusive for PS4, and you're going to get your hands on it not this year, but next year. February 22nd, 2019 is when you'll get Days Gone.
Yeah, so this was the basically Sony said they were going to make a bunch of announcements before E3.
This is one of them?
Yes, this was today's, and the thing is that they were like, hey, our 4 marquee titles for E3 are Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us 2, and Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. And there was definitely a thing of me going like, oh man, like, what, are they just dumping Days Gone? Like, what happened? Like, that seemed like
they shoved it to the side or something.
Yeah. And when they first announced that they were going to announce a release date today, I'm like, oh, it's probably for Dreams. The media molecule, like crazy, like trippy, drug-fueled thing that they've got going on. And this is like kind of a pleasant surprise. Like, it's cool that a company will make an announcement like this before E3.
Yeah, and I mean, you say what you want about Days Gone in terms of, you know, is this going to do anything new for the zombie survival genre or style of game? But, you know, at least we know this isn't going to be in like a perpetual loop of development hell. I mean, not that anyone was expecting that, but when you think about games like Death Stranding, where it's just so mysterious, you know, in terms of the PS4 lineup, and we're always talking about how like PS4 has like the strongest exclusive lineup, and then when you say, okay, this particular exclusive is coming out on this date, just it feels good. If you're into Days Gone, I have my doubts about, I have my reservations about Days Gone based on what I saw, but you know, February 22nd. Get your hands on the game.
Yeah, it sounds interesting. It's parts of it, but there's a lot of shooting in video games and a lot of zombies already.
Yeah, so here's some more shooting and more zombies.
Yeah, hopefully it's good. I mean, State of Decay kind of faltered, so maybe this can pick up the slack a bit.
Yeah, we know a little bit about the gameplay of Days Gone. It's an open world zombie game set in the Pacific Northwest. So if it's Oregon and Washington, some beautiful areas there.
Up where I'm from.
Vancouver. That's also PNW considered, right?
Oh yeah. It's like Vancouver to like Oregon, I'd say.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense then. Yeah, so the Pacific Northwest is gonna be quite beautiful. I know that the zombie tech, the tech that they use for zombie hordes, is kind of different. At least from what I've seen, it's like, oh, this isn't just like a whole bunch of AI characters just like rushing at you. It's like they're thinking a little bit more tactical. I don't know. I want to get my hands on that a little bit more. Maybe I can at E3 coming up. But I think that is one way in which this game can separate itself from the compacted genre of zombie shooter games. But yeah, zombies are called freakers in this game.
Because they freaks.
They get the freak on over there, man. Ooh, freak a leak. some Freak League zombies, man. You're gonna be swinging on them. Nope, don't be doing that. But they like to attack in massive swarms, man. It's like a party up in there. And there are also animal threats like mountain lions and zombie birds, as you may have saw in the B-roll we were showing. There's probably gonna be like a lot more, hunting, and so I expect some survival elements coming into play. Your boy Deacon St. John is the guy that you see throughout all the reveal footage. You be playing as him. Hopefully he's about some. Because if he ain't about shit, then I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like,
honestly, mountain lions ain't shit either.
Well,
just make some noise.
You'll see. You'll see when you play the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, another thing too is like if a zombie survival game is gonna have like some story elements. Last of Us did looped you into the character so well, and it's like you kind of have to, unless the zombie tech is dope as hell, you kind of need that hook, maybe that emotional hook. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, there was some stuff about him like riding his motorbike with a lady hugging his belly. So maybe there's like
okay.
I mean, that was in the trailer, not the one we just showed, but the original one. So maybe it's like he finds his girlfriend as a zombie, and he's like, "Oh, well, crap, man, this."
Yeah,
sucks.
that would suck.
Yeah, man. I mean, if that happened to me, I'd be like, "Damn,
that's whack." But Sony has emphasized its quote unquote golden path, which is a strong narrative over lots of side quests. So maybe they are going to fulfill our desires for a juicy narrative. There's a group called R.I.P. Rest in Peace. Wow. And they worship zombies. So that sounds like some cult shit to me.
Yep.
Ooh, man. I'm holding out. I don't know if I wouldn't say I'm excited for Days Gone, but I'm keeping an eye on it. Maybe it's onto something.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe it surprises us.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's the story of the day. Is Days Gone has a release date, and that's February 22nd, 2019.
Yep.
For PS4 only.
Yes. Exclusive to the PlayStation 4.
Okay, I'm going to let you take this one away, Mr. Matt Padgett.
Yeah, so Skate 3's servers mysteriously came back online. And, of course, people think Skate 4. Why not? So this doesn't mean that the servers came back online for online multiplayer, because that was still possible. I played a lot of online multiplayer. Basically, it was just a bunch of people going down a big-ass ramp, doing some flips.
That sounds dope. Yeah,
it is. But this apparently, some players have reported that it's made it easier to connect online. Mm-hmm. And honestly, this kind of just brings more of the community content back. So a lot of players are actually like going back to the game and finding their old parks and being able to re-download their old parks on the Xbox One. But like, this doesn't actually bring back the Skate Create website. So you can't just create all of the user-generated content as you could back in the day. So there is some speculation because yesterday, so this happened about 2 days ago. Skate 3 servers came back online, but the new thing was that Skate 2 servers came back online yesterday. So people on Reddit are expecting... this is all speculation, nothing confirmed. I'm going to be checking Skate 1 all day. They expect that Skate 1's servers will come back.
Okay.
And Skate 1 servers were actually straight up shut down, so you can't actually play multiplayer on them.
Oh, no.
EA has this. I actually think EA's website for this is great because I like playing old games, and I like to see if their servers have been shut down. And EA has like a list, because they just shut down games left and right. Mm-hmm. So they just have lists of each year. And Skate is straight up shut down. Like, you cannot play that game online. So people are wondering if that shows up today.
Yeah.
And as someone who loves Skate, like, I'm down for that.
Yeah. Oh, looky here. We have a cameo by Justin Calvert, old GameSpot folk.
Yep. Yeah.
He reviewed Skate 3, and apparently we used to do video reviews where people were on camera for it.
Yeah. Now we don't want to show anyone's face.
Yeah. I want to see your ugly mug.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we just want to hear your beautiful voice.
Yeah. And have you tell us about Skate 3. Oh, man. I was thinking okay, Skate 3's servers pop up all of a sudden. Then Skate 2 servers would pop up all of a sudden. Then Skate 1 servers would pop up all of a sudden. And then on the fourth day, it's like, we have an announcement to make. Skate 4, baby. Let's get it.
Yeah. Like, and since we're, like, leading, like, right up to EA Play on Saturday...
Yeah,
maybe the community is onto something. Maybe they're gonna like. So I actually don't think Skate 4 will be announced.
Yeah, me neither.
I bet it's going to be if they do this. Skate 2 will my prediction is Skate 2 will show up as an Xbox One backwards compatible game now.
Oh, okay,
that's my prediction. because I'm kind of like, hedging my bets, not trying to get too excited. I don't want to like get my hopes up and then get freaking crashed.
Oh,
but I'm thinking Tony Hawk's
Skate 4.
How good would that be?
Yeah.
Because he's talked about making a game. He loves video games. He wants to make more skateboarding video games. What if EA snatched him up? They need to get some wins.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with it. I was gonna say something. Oh, I forgot something about Skate. Skate 3, Skate 2, Skate 1. And on the fourth day is Skate 4. Hey, I just got it. All right. I skated.
Oh, I skated.
I skated.
All right.
All right, that's enough of that. Sorry. You have anything else to say about Skate before we embarrass ourselves any further?
I've just learned about Eskedit.
Oh, please, let's not get into it.
And it was like, it started off a rap verse, and I was like, oh, snap. I like that sound.
Not many people do. Or, well, I guess many people do. I come from a bad place, but I'm not a bad person.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. All right.
I come from a good place, but I'm a questionable person.
I was going to say something about, I was going to say, your boys at Walmart in Canada didn't leak no Skate 4, so I guess we won't get no Skate 4.
Yeah, that's something I was looking for. I went to Walmart Canada, said, hey, what about Skate 4? They said, please, sir, leave. Yeah, it was not a part of that, and I'm proud that Walmart Canada had the balls to leak all that stuff.
That is a sentence I never want to hear again.
Man. So I guess we'll move on to our one of our last stories of the day.
Yeah. Valve says we ain't gonna do nothing. Valve will no longer police games on Steam unless they're trolling or doing something illegal. They're taking a very hands-off approach to when it comes to their storefront. It's very, I would say it's disappointing, and that they're just like, hey, we are wiping our hands clean of anything on that's dumb as fuck on the store. Like, I don't know. It seems like irresponsible to me. But from Valve's Eric Johnson says, Valve will allow everything except for things that we decide are illegal or straight up trolling. But if we allow your game onto the store, it does not mean we approve or agree with anything you're trying to say with it. It's kind of
It's kind of like hey, everyone's got their opinions, and like we might have something on the store that you hate, but other people love it, and I feel like it's very boilerplate. They don't really consider that, hey, some people are racist and they love racist things.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I guess that can live on our storefront.
Racism isn't illegal, so like, is that allowed on?
I don't know, but Eric Johnson from Valve continued and said, we'll still continue to perform technical evaluations of submissions, rejecting games that don't pass until their issues have been resolved. And our current thinking is that we're going to push developers to further disclose any potential problematic content in their games during the submission process and cease doing business with any of them that refuse to do so honestly. Didn't specify what constitutes problematic content, though.
So that's the racism thing, as I was talking about. I don't mean to pick on Valve. I mean, they're a big corporation. Like, I don't think they're going to get hurt if I pick on them. But
right,
they're not clear what problematic content means. Like, there is a lot of questions of like same-sex marriage. I think is a better thing than racism, because racism is largely considered not cool, as it should be.
Okay.
But like, same-sex marriage is something that is debated a lot in the American justice system when it comes to religious freedom. Like, should a Christian baker have to make a gay wedding cake for a gay couple? So are games allowed to be all about how same-sex marriage is not okay?
Yeah, so if they put out something like that, and then Valve's just like, well, it's not illegal to do this, but it's pretty shitty. Like, I imagine this is them saying, we can do whatever the hell we want, and if we miss something, we're not responsible for it. So it's kind of like trying to cover all of your bases, I guess, in a way. This is at least my first impression of finding out about this story and reading those quotes. Valve recently received backlash for removing a bunch of visual novels from Steam. And if you know about the visual novels, man, there's a lot of H games over there on Steam, man. If you into H games, man, Steam is the store for you.
Booby books.
Yeah. And this new This new policy is seemingly in a response to that. Johnson also talked about letting people choose what kind of content that they see, and had another juicy quote that I will probably read for you. We already have some tools, but they're too hidden and not nearly comprehensive enough. We're going to enable you to override our recommendation algorithms and hide games containing the topics you're not interested in. So if you don't want to see anime games on your store, which you should see anime games on your store, you'll be able to make that choice. And if you want more options to control exactly what kinds of games your kids see when they browse the store, you'll be able to do that. So it's like, okay, Valve has taken a step back and said, hey, you know what? We're not going to be the ones to police this store, which I still think is problematic, but we're going to give you the tools to filter things out you don't want to see. I don't know if that makes it any better, at least from a user perspective. It's like, yeah, okay, now I can like block out all the bullshit I don't want to see. But at the same time, it's like, yo, there's bad shit living on your storefront. And it's like, we don't care. It's our storefront. We're like, all right, fine. And
I think like, it's like at first it's like, oh yeah, let the customer decide what they don't want to see. Mm-hmm. But then it's like, sure, let's hide all like the problematic, like again, they're not super clear. And I feel like this is they're going to not exactly have a rude awakening. I think that's a bit of a harsh term for what this is.
Sure.
But they may go, oh crap, we did not think this through. We were being very boilerplate. Like we didn't consider extremes in this.
Yeah, there's going to be, so you're saying you expect there to be unintended consequences of this type of approach? I could definitely see that happening.
Yeah, that they were like, oh yeah, this is just going to put the power to the people, and they're definitely like big corporations saying, we don't want to be responsible for this anymore.
Yeah, like I said, it seems like they're trying to cover their bases. And so on the harassment of developers in particular, Valve continued to say, and it said this: it's not just players that need better tools. Developers who build controversial content shouldn't have to deal with the harassment because their game exists, and will be building tools and options to support them too. Oh man. And there's another juicy quote. You think I should read this?
Yeah, but first, like controversial content.
Yeah, it's
just like what
does that mean? Like you need an operational definition for what's controversial content. And,
like, is that women in video games? Because that's what like DICE was getting harassment about it. Mm-hmm. Devs get harassed all the time over including women in video games. So is that controversial? Like,
oh right, I see. I see what you're getting at.
Because they're not clear what controversial content means.
I don't think that. Well, so developers who build controversial content, like I think they're just like that doesn't necessarily mean that doesn't have an attached meaning to anything operational within Steam. It's just them saying like anyone who ends up running into some sort of controversy, whether it's justified or not, like they're just saying we're going to have tools for them. And I'm sure like with all this stuff, there's a lot more details for those who are in the submission process, who are developers in Steam. I'm sure there should be more tools, or we should be able to access and see exactly what these tools are. Of course, we don't make games, so but I don't know. Like this doesn't seem to. I don't know.
I feel like there were a few meetings that should have been had to like flesh this out a bit more and make it sound less like, hey, we don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, because the thing too is like I think recently, if I recall correctly, like Twitch came out and said like we have a new like content policy or whatever, and they just straight up said this shit don't fly, this don't fly, and this doesn't fly, and if you violate any of these things, you can get your ass out of here. It's like very defined of what you can and cannot do on their platform. And Steam says here, it seems like it's like, I don't know, we'll see what you make on our platform, and we'll call our own shots when we need. And when you consider like, yes, Valve is like a multi-million-dollar corporation or whatever. Maybe they're a billion-dollar corporation. I don't know money. I don't know what money is. But there's like thousands and thousands of games get put up on Steam. There's no way they will be able to police that, at least police that in any sort of effective way. So.
Right. And so I included this big quote. I just...
You want to read it?
I'm not going to read. I'm just going to paraphrase it.
Sure,
it's basically they're saying that like, hey, laws vary around the world, and like they kind of admit like this might not actually work. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But like some countries may have laws where, hey, you have to actually like police your content.
Yeah.
Like you can't just like let anyone do anything, because like we can't have software in our country that could potentially have
right.
a game about raping people on for like a couple hours before like Valve notices.
Right. It's there's still some sort of legal ramification in terms of like what media can be consumed in certain countries. I know like Germany has very strict rules about like about history and Nazi iconography in games, and so it's like, you know, developers are probably gonna have to like take that into their own hands. But you know, basically, Valve's saying that they got a hands-off approach. So that's a story it's gonna be a very interesting thing to follow as time moves on, and I think also I want to see other storefronts be more competitive in this space for PC games. You know, there might be more competition, and then Valve might be like, hey, you know, we should probably make our service or a little bit better, or make it appear as a better storefront than it is now. But we can't predict the future. But what I can predict
is that I'll be buying a lot more games on GOG.
Oh, sure. Yeah, if that's your approach, that's all you, man. But I predict the future. I'm predicting the future. I think Persona 3 Dancing Star Knight and Persona 5 Dancing... No. Persona 5 Dancing Star Knight and Persona 3 Dancing Moon Knight will come to the U.S. in early 2019, and they'll have different names. Is that true?
Yes.
Yes, that's true. Woo!
Michael, you pulled it. You made it happen. You prodded out of the ether.
Woo!
Persona 3 and Persona 5 dancing games, Dancing in Starlight and Dancing in Moonlight, are coming to North America and Europe.
Yay. We kind of already knew that like all the Persona games get localized in some form, but I was like, all right, tell us when it's coming, because I just want to know. And Jean-Luc and Edmund Tran already have their imported versions of these games, so they're playing it in Japanese already. But I was like, but I want that sweet North American release. And we finally got the announcement this morning. I'm going to talk about this a lot more in tomorrow's show. I don't care if it's old news. I'm going to talk about it again. Oh, my friends are back. Oh, look at it. Damn, that fool got swag. Oh, Makoto. Oh, she's
who's best? Yeah, okay. Makoto is best girl for sure.
Yeah.
Who's the best boy?
Best boy in P5?
I'm a big Ryuji fan.
I know you like Ryuji, and I can kind of respect
Look at that dude.
Yeah, that's fine. I'd say Morgana. Yeah,
Morgana's pretty dang good.
Morgana's best boy. Oh man, no, I would say the protagonist, because I like his look a lot. Reminds me of when I was in high school.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got style, man.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so these got announced for North American release dates. If you want to pull up the P3 announcement trailer as well, we can take a look at that. And
how's that one?
Let's talk about the best boy for P3 is definitely Akihiko Sanada. He's definitely best boy.
Was Persona 3 the one where you could choose a male or female protagonist?
Only in the portable version.
Oh, okay.
So there was a PSP version called Persona 3 Portable, and then you could choose the male or female protagonist. And the female protagonist actually had a lot of changes in the story mode, like better social links and different dialogue choices.
Is it the version you played?
That is the version I played, yeah.
Because you played Persona 5 last year, I think.
Yes.
And then you just were like, I'm going through every Persona game
I'm
now.
going all in, yeah. And I went all in, and then here we are today.
And then you went all in.
Oh, man, yeah. And then I got it tatted on my body.
Show it.
No. The audience has seen this before.
Okay.
So don't need to bring that
That's
up
fair.
again.
Was that the guy who sells you guns in Persona 5?
No, but they do look similar.
Yeah.
So EY, who is the gun dealer in Persona 5, he looks like he could be Junpei Iori's dad. So Junpei Iori is the guy that you were looking at from Persona 3. He has like a similar look because they wear the same type of hat.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
That's how family members are show that they are family.
That fool came out the womb with a hat, dude. Oh, man. Early 2019, Persona 3 Dancing. It's called Dancing in Moonlight.
From Persona 5.
And Persona 5 is Dancing in Starlight.
No, it's the other way around.
No. You're trying to confuse me.
It?
Yeah. Persona 3 Moon, because they have to do the dark hour and the
full
you're right.
moon.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, okay. You're the Persona expert.
Yeah. Don't tell me I'm wrong about Persona.
I've played 30 hours of 5 and 4, not collectively, on each.
Okay.
So I've played about 10% of both of those games.
Yeah, that's where you fucked up.
Yeah. I gotta finish those.
Yeah, you sure do. And also, we have to finish up the show.
Yeah, of course.
Man, I could talk about Persona all day, but we have to wrap it up because it has been 30 minutes since we've been on the show, and we said we'd do this in 30 minutes or less. So I want to thank all of you watching. We love doing this, and we hope you love watching us do this. And Matt, do you want to thank anybody?
I want to thank you.
Oh, sure.
I want to thank Emily.
Okay.
I want to thank Tony Wilson.
Okay.
I want to thank Chris Pereira.
Okay.
And I want to thank Callie Plaguey.
That's good. I want to thank Jean-Luc Seipke. He's been helping me so much this week. He is my boy, and I love him a lot. And we love you all. And I love you too.
I love you.
We love everybody. And I hope all of y'all can show some love out there. Goodbye. That's it.